How to scale your credit repair business so fast it seems illegal. Watch the entire video if you want to understand that concept. If you're stuck at anywhere from 5 to 30K a month in your credit repair business, it will be in your best interest to watch this. Even if you make a little bit more than that, we're going to help you get richer. Watch the entire video. So what we want to do, let's get straight to it. We want to maximize your offer. You need to maximize your offer. The answer that I believe in terms of maximizing your offer is making more irresistible offers. I believe if you can make more irresistible offers, you will make more money and you will make more impact within your business and you will make a lot more money in your credit repair business so fast it will seem illegal. Let's get straight to it. So it's going to require three main components. So we're going to talk about crackhead content consumption today. So keep watching the video, we'll get into it. Then we're going to talk about business funding. Then we're going to talk about making more offers. So just to be frank with y'all, just to be transparent, there are more components I teach my students in my paid program, but this is just free information. I don't want to overcomplicate it for y'all. I want y'all to get y'all wins so that y'all can go ahead and, tap in with us in the paid program and get richer. So yeah, that's the whole goal of what we're doing today. And I want y'all just to re-emphasize, I want y'all to use my YouTube to get free wins because this is obviously free. You're watching it, you can do whatever you want with the information. And I want y'all to add like a few thousands of dollars to your pipeline and just get some wins. It don't always got to be monetary, but it could just be an aha moment. I want you to do that so that you put yourself in position to where you can invest in yourself and make real money with us in our paid programs. So sometimes you're just a few tweaks, couple tweaks away from getting to the next level and scaling. And, that's the point of what I'm saying. We just want to help you get there with the free game. So watch the entire video. So think about YouTube like a casino. For example, let's say you go to the casino with a couple bands, $2,000. Let's say you win at $2,000 as well. So now you have a total of $4,000 and you take out your original $2,000 investment. Now you're playing with what they call house money. I want you to get that house money based off of watching my videos. So get them wins. I want you to get that house money so you can invest in yourself and get in our programs and make real money. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about crackhead content consumption. You need a predictable system. You need to implement a predictable system that's going to convert strangers into customers fast. Success loves speed, right? So keep that in mind. Why are we focused on this? So the reality is you have to look at your audience as crackheads and you're the supplier. You're serving them the crack. You're Ghost St. Patrick if you watch Power, so you got to do it like that. Now, but to be real, basically, that's marketing purposes, but people are the least trusting that they've been, especially now in 2025, because, just in the past, people just being scammed, currently, people being scammed, and there's just an oversaturation of scammers, especially in the credit funding space, right? And we need a system that's going to help people know, like, and trust us. That's going to lead to our offer being more irresistible. So when you understand that, it's going to be easy to implement. It's going to be simple to implement. Let me say that. Not everyone is a scammer, but people are coming across so many offers all at the same time. They don't know who to trust. Maybe they've paid someone and they didn't ended up having a good experience. They didn't trust them. So you just got to penetrate the market with the concept of crackhead content consumption so that you can build up that know like trust factor and earn people's business. So a prerequisite, obviously, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you make anywhere from 5 to 30K a month. So you've gotten people to pay you. Hopefully you've gotten results. Hopefully you're good at what you do. That's a prerequisite. If you're not good at what you do, you got to go become good at what you do, right? So you got to respect the 7 hour rule. So people need to watch your content for at least 7 hours before they make a buying decision. This is why crackhead content consumption is so powerful. If you watch my YouTube, chances are you watch multiple videos on my YouTube if you've ever done any type of business with us. So that's just the reality. That's just how we're living. So the simplest way to create a predictable system that will help us convert strangers into customers fast is creating YouTube long form content. And the way we achieve this is through our CAT Credit Bulletproof Scaling System. So if you've never seen this before, this is what this is like the foundation of our paid program. So the CAC Credit Bulletproof Scaling System. So as you see right here, we have new engagers. So people come into our ecosystem. We can feed them with ads. The thing with ads is if somebody doesn't know you and they're just seeing your ad, people are seeing so many ads like all the time. It's not necessarily, they're not going to trust you right away. We could also do reels, right? Which is short form content. The issue with short form content like IG reels and all of that, it's short form. It's just for top of mind. Yeah, you can give a little bit of game and all that, but you can only do so much in 60 seconds. YouTube, right? It's third pillar right here. YouTube is going to be the most powerful, in my opinion, and most effective in driving that no like trust factor, shifting those beliefs, getting people to essentially buy as fast as humanly possible, right? So this is why we focus on YouTube long form as the foundation. So to become a new engager, and then they become a follower. I got multiple videos breaking down this funnel, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it just for the sake of time because I know you value your time as a business owner, a rich business owner that's trying to get richer. So you're gonna basically turn them into a follower. Then they watch your VSL per se. You have a call to action. They turn into a lead. They do business with you. You do delivery, you get them into your business funding offer. Whether you do credit repair initially, business funding, or just business funding right away, that's the whole point of what we're doing. You do a case study video with them, and then you throw that money back into ads and you rinse and repeat. So that's the whole notion of the CAC Credit Bulletproof Scaling System. So I want you to remember you want to focus on creating a system where people consume as much of your content as humanly possible. If you're stuck at anywhere from between 5 to 30K a month right now, maybe crackhead content consumption is what you need to implement to get to that next level. This simple tweak is what we help our students create because a lot of people, sometimes they're not creating content at all. Sometimes they're not as intentional in terms of creating content, focusing on the hooks, focusing on those long form VSLs, focusing on the call to action. It's strategies and ways to do it because you got to understand marketing is like, how do I describe it? Marketing is manipulation, but it's socially acceptable manipulation. So when you can understand marketing, especially when it comes to content, you're going to be more powerful. And this is why people, pay us the big bucks to help them. So YouTube also is dope because it makes it easy because you can literally make playlists as you go look at my channel. You can look at playlists and then you can also like at the end of the video, like even at the end of this video, you're gonna have a recommended video. I could put a recommended video, I could put a recommended playlist, whatever I want to put, right? So I'm gonna add that to the end of the video. So it's gonna help promote you to continue to binge watch my content so you can continue that no like trust factor. And my whole goal, your whole goal should be to get your prospects to watch at least 7 hours of your content because eventually they're gonna know, like, trust you. Adding your personality here and there. And you'll be able to get people to convert. And then going back to what I said too, short form content like the reels is good for top of mind, but long form is more effective with filling up that 7 hour rule. So my sales team literally thanks me when they take calls and people hop on a call saying that, oh, I watched, Michael's YouTube. I watched a couple of videos of the YouTube. So the name of the game is crackhead content consumption. You got to make sure these people are consuming your content. You're answering those objections in your content. The people that say, I got to talk to my wife. People that say, oh, now's not the good time, that kind of thing. But then we get into stuff like we're focusing more on business owners with our offer because they typically are more willing to take a risk versus the average, just 9 to 5 consumer, whatever you want to call it, right? So keep that in mind. So long form content is so important because when you do it well, when it's done correctly, you're speaking to the problem and the pain points of your prospects before they hop on a call with you or one of your sales reps. And this is what we call middle of funnel content, right? So this is the SEO content. You're solving their problems, how to delete late payments. These 3 banks give you 50K at 0% interest, stuff like that. So you're solving their problems, their deep, painful problems. And yeah, keep that in mind. This is an example of, I guess, middle of funnel content for credit repair business owners that are stuck. So everything we're doing is intentional. Bottom of funnel content is where you're going to help them shift those beliefs. So your perspective on certain topics, case study videos showing that people can do it. If you go look at my channel, you see our case study playlists of different people I've helped and things of that nature. So bottom of funnel content is going to be important in terms of that too. So the whole concept of crackhead content consumption is to get them to consume your content, but there is a specific strategies on how you want to do the content, but to keep it as simple as possible for the sake of this just being free information, just focus on top of funnel content, middle of funnel content, bottom of funnel content, and you'll be good to go. All right, so you need to be creating as much valuable long form content as humanly possible because this thing takes time, right? It does take time. It's not going to just be instant right away. YouTube will do good for the algorithm depending on your strategy, which goes back into what I said as far as being strategic with it. But as far as, just you having access to free information and not being someone in our paid programs, this will help you get started. Add a few thousands of dollars to your pipeline. You'll still be good to go. So when you've done this correctly, it will also allow you to justify premium pricing for your offer. You're working on your personal brand. You're working on being that person that, people want to go to as far as your credit repair or funding offer. When we talk about justifying pricing, our premium pricing, I'm more so talking about the credit repair offer, obviously, because if you understand business funding, we operate at a 10% success fee, so that can range. But the one thing you gotta realize is there's a direct relationship between the amount of valuable content clients watch prior to a sales call and converting. This is why my sales reps literally thank me when people hop on sales calls and they said that they watched my YouTube, right? Because there's a direct correlation with that. So this is why you need to be creating this. You need to be putting out videos, solving their problems, and doing that. So the goal is to get clients to consume as much content as humanly possible before the call. And the reality, I know not every prospect is going to do that, but we can have a goal. If out of 100 people, maybe at least half or more do it, then okay, we're still making money, right? And if you're just not mentally there yet, as far as getting on YouTube and doing what you need to do, you could literally create like an unlisted video and have it sent prior to the call, like an automation. Like let's say you're using Go High Level, someone books a call. Thank you for booking a call. Watch this here, or if have it on the thank you page or something. But just you have to implement crackhead content consumption. So now what we got a more irresistible offer because you've significantly increased your know, like, and trust factor with the concept called crackhead content consumption. You're welcome. All right, so this is the same exact strategy that I used to help my student Jason literally double his credit repair business overnight. Right? I also gave him sales strategies. If you guys want more information on that, I can make a separate video on that. But this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that I can't give you everything in just like one simple free YouTube video. It's more stuff in the paid programs. It's more strategies that helps you convert these clients. But if you want more context or if you're a skeptic, go watch the video that I did with Jason, and it's on my client success stories playlist. So y'all kind of see how I'm leading y'all into crackhead content consumption. This might be the first video you've seen of me, or this might be the 10th or 20th, but I'm still redirecting you over to something else that's on my YouTube channel. And that's a bottom of funnel type of content because I'm showing how I've helped them. Some of y'all are credit repair business owners stuck at 5 to 30K a month right now. I'm helping shift your belief to know that it's possible. Jason was charging $500, I believe, 300 or 500, whatever we were talking about in that video. We doubled it after we implemented some of these concepts I'm talking about, right? Just being viewed as that authority, and that'll allow you to justify charging more. And this is what's going to allow you to have a more irresistible offer. And people are going to be lining up to be like, okay, cool, let me just get straight to it. I watch your video. I know what you're about. Let me pay, right? So go watch that video above if you're a skeptic or you just want more context. That's what I would say. All right, number two, your credit repair offer needs to integrate business funding. I can't emphasize this enough. Your credit repair offer needs to integrate business funding. Why are we integrating business funding? You need to focus on creating lifetime value, increasing the lifetime value of each customer versus just one-off credit repair. Yeah, we could do one-off credit repair for like $1,000, 2,000, whatever, right? But when we implement business funding, we increase the lifetime value of each customer. Even if we only got them 50K in funding, now we got a $1,000 client up to $6,000 worth because we added an additional 5,000 on top of it. So That's what you need to understand. So when it comes to business funding, if you're not familiar, we operate off a 10% success fee. So whatever you get the client, 10% success fee. It's a very attractive and irresistible offer as well because it requires a no upfront fee. So the client has their guarantee. That rhymed. So they have it's no upfront fee. So that's their guarantee. People always want, oh, what's the guarantee and things like that. And as busy business owners, this is why I like doing business funding. These people are focused on running their business. Like if they're established business owners, usually, or even if they're new business owners, they're usually focused on the ins and outs of their business. They don't know what we know, what me and my students know in a paid program as far as having these connections, how to maximize a funding offer. And when you know certain people, you're just going to have better results. When we talk about bank working through bank relationship managers, right? My Chase Bank relationship manager has single-handedly helped so many of my clients in the paid program. They invested in themselves. They were just like you at one point. They were watching, my free YouTube videos. Maybe they implemented some of the information. Maybe they're just like, okay, let me just stop wasting time. This guy has the connections. This guy has the information to help me scale, and then they invested. So I encourage you, obviously watch the free information. Try to do what you got to do. Once you get those wins, it would probably be in your best interest. Let me not say probably. It would be in your best interest to invest in yourself, with us because we have the connections, we have the program to help you get to the next level. But I digress. So a business funding offer, for example, you fund one client just $50,000. Now you got $5,000 made just like that. It's literally how I funded my client Louise $80,000 at 0% interest. I think it was in about a week or so, right? So we got a 35K card below, as you can see right there, and then he also got approved 45K from Chase within the same time frame of about a week or so. And both of them happen to be through my bank relationship manager. Relationships are very, very key, right? This becomes an irresistible offer as well because when you're talking to clients, when you're educating clients, when you're doing your crackhead content consumption, you're letting them know the importance of a BRM and how it's important, right? Because the average person is not just going to Chase getting 45K, 50K, 75K, like one of my clients did as well. So you got to understand how to make business funding an irresistible offer as well. Yeah, it's no upfront fee and all of that, but people want to see results. People want to know that you're going to get them results. So part of this is having the connections. This is why my students pay me to get in the paid program so they can get access to those connections, right? If you don't got those connections already, you have to start somewhere. They get in the program, they use the connections, they make their money, also while using the strategies that I literally used to build my connections. This is stuff I can't publicly talk about. This is in the paid program. So if you're somebody that's cheap that's watching this, I mean, you just gonna be where you're at. But definitely, this free information is sauce. It's gonna help you, at least make a few thousands. So keep that in mind. So if an average consumer comes into your ecosystem and doesn't have a business, the chances are they are a waste of your time, unless they want some personal funding. Maybe you can go get them like 50K or something, maybe a personal loan and a personal credit card or something, right? So keep that in mind. We want to focus on business owners. This is a business and you have numbers to hit. You don't have to help everybody. You don't have to help everybody. But if you do want to help everybody, this goes back to what I said, crackhead content consumption. Make your content because anybody can access your content. It's free. You watching this for free. You ain't paying me shit. Maybe you pay me, and maybe if you're one of my clients from the past or one of my clients, okay, you pay me. But you ain't pay me shit to watch this video. So it's free. Like I said, if you want to help everybody, focus on point number one. Crackhead content consumption. Stop focusing on poor people. We don't do business with poor people. If you got to tattoo that on your wrist, if you got to write it down on a whiteboard, stop focusing on poor people. People that are passing over opportunities repeatedly. People that are saying, oh, what's the guarantee? And they only want to spend $200, so keep that in mind. Focus on business owners they're less operating with skepticism and they just want to go get the business fund. I repeat, stop focusing on poor people. I'm literally in my 50th year of business, and I wish somebody told me this when I first started. I'm going to save you time and energy. Stop focusing on the poor. So I told this same exact lesson to my student, Brian, who used my Chase rep. Going back to what I said, these people, they watched my free content and then they paid me to get in my program because I have the sauce. So Brian, he used my Chase rep to fund his client $75,000 on one Chase business credit card. You're not going to just get that on average. That's not happening. You have to have these connections. And what happened with that? He made $7,500 in one day because he got 10% commission. His client didn't have that connection. He had that connection because he was connected to me, who already established a connection. So you need to get around people like me. If you want more context or you think this is cap or whatever, because I know some people may be just watching me for the first time, or maybe you just have a poor mindset. I don't know. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know what it is. But go watch that video above if you're a skeptic or if you just want more context. You could hear from him because I could be on here all day talking about, oh, he funded his client 75K, made $7,500 in a day. Go hear from the man himself. So that's also on Client Success Stories playlist as well. Y'all see how I'm doing the crackhead content consumption? I already referenced 2 videos at least that y'all can go ahead and watch on my channel because I'm getting y'all in my ecosystem if you're not already. So now you have a more irresistible offer because you have a no upfront fee offer. And when you're doing it correctly, working through BRMs like myself, like my students, you're getting higher limits than the average person. So now it becomes very attractive and irresistible to business owners that want to get business funding through you. You could be a credit repair business owner right now too, right? You're gonna attract credit repair business owners just because you have access to these connections. If you have access to connections, or if you're like one of my students, right? So keep that in mind. Like this is very, very powerful information. But also, what I've been saying, I encourage you to try to do it on your own for free first, if you want, and then when you want to make real money, I mean, you know where to come. We'll have a link in the description. You can book a call, come with your credit card ready to go. I don't like wasting time. Let's get richer together. All right, so last thing, make more offers. So the offer you don't make is the offer that someone cannot take. And every prospect will not be a one size fits all. Some might want you to do it for them, while some might be willing to do it themselves. Some might want like a hybrid offer. So think of like McDonald's. You know, they have burgers, fries, etc. It's not just one thing. They're not just selling burgers. So they have multiple offers. We can talk about that marketing, and I can make a whole video on that. So your offers should include at minimum a done for you offer. So this is where you do, the credit repair service for them, or, obviously your business funding offer. Done with you offer, that would be like creating a low ticket school community where people have access to the resources and you help them do it with them. The point of the school is to create MRRR. I said 3 R's. I'm tripping. MRR, monthly recurring revenue, or just have people as prospects that paid you something low so that you can ascend them into higher offers, right? And I say that to say it's not mentally healthy to start at zero every month. Like you don't know where, the next thing is coming. So that's why I like monthly recurring revenue as well. So DIY, so you have DIY software where people can completely do it themselves. I recommend you have that offer as well. And no matter what you choose, this is the whole point of it. No matter what you choose, you need to be collecting data on them and retargeting them later for business funding. We literally have different automation set up where we're sending people valuable YouTube videos for each step in the journey. Okay, you're in the school community, you're going to be getting these type of videos. Okay, you're a credit repair person that didn't close right away, you're going to be getting these videos. You're somebody that booked for funding, you're going to be getting these videos. You got a DIY software, you're going to be getting these videos. What's the common denominator? YouTube, long form, valuable videos. That's going to nurture people eventually to get into our business funding offer. Business funding, 10% success fee. You're going to be scaling your business and making money as fast as humanly possible. You're going to feel like it's illegal the way you get into this money. So now you have a more irresistible offer because you have a solution for people of all levels and you have a system to ascend them towards your business funding offer. This is what the name of the game. So one thing I'll say too, you got to remember that credit repair has laws per state. Like you don't want to do it in Georgia, for example. Do your due diligence, but main thing is you don't want to represent yourself as a company that's guaranteeing results in credit repair because that is a violation of the CROA 15 USC 1679 B, prohibited practices. So look that up and do your due diligence. All right, so the reality. So this is the reality. I give y'all like about 10% of what I know here publicly free on YouTube. 90% is reserved for the people on my paid programs, right? So I need y'all to realize that you don't know what you don't know. So I'm not saying that the 10% is not going to do you nothing because a lot of y'all don't, a lot of y'all, you don't know the information I'm, giving. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you just need a reminder of how it's articulated, right? So I say that to say that 10% will definitely help, but imagine what the other 90% is talking about, you know? So I say that to say, if you want my help to implement any of these three factors we talked about, crackhead content consumption, business funding, making more offers, you could book a call in the description and let's get richer together. If you're not at that level yet, keep watching my content. You see what I'm doing with the content. And when you're ready, you can book a call. But with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.